Hello and welcome to Just Learn Python. In this series of videos, we are learning Python by doing basic exercises. We are in part 9 of this series. We'll continue with exercise 41. Before that, I hope you have already covered 8 parts and you have tried those exercises. Some of them are very interesting, and going forward we'll see more interesting examples. Having said that, let us continue with exercise 41. Write a program to put the biggest number at the last. So here there is a list given. List contains some numbers 1, 3, 26, 1, 5, 1, 8 and 9. 26 is the biggest number. This has to be put in at the last. The expected is everything remains same, only this element comes at the last. Okay, how do you approach this? So what we can do, we'll get the max of this list, which is 26, remove it from the list and add it at the end. So we'll write a function, rearrange list, pass the given list, max value, take a variable, get the max value by using max built-in function, and then remove that. Remove dot remove given list dot remove. Remove is the list method which removes element from the list. Your list gets changed here by using this method. We are printing that given list after removing it for our reference. Then we'll add it back by using append. Append adds the element at the end. So given list dot append, the max value what we have temporarily assigned to max value, that we are adding it back, and we are printing list after adding the element. So given list is this 1, 3, 2, 6, 5, 8, 9, and calling the function here rearrange list, pass the g list. Let us run this code. So we get, see, once we remove that, this is the list we get after removing the element max value, and after adding it we get the desired output. Exercise 42, write a program to convert a string into list of list. A string is given, so it contains Sheldon, Leonard, Howard, Amy, Penny, Benedict. These are the characters from Big Bang Theory. So what we have to do, we have to make list out of the string like this. That is, Sheldon, Leonard, Howard comes in one list, Amy, Penny and Benedict comes in another list. List of lists. In previous video also we have seen list of list. Now how we can approach this? What we can do, we can split the given string by using new line. Here there is a new line, so with that we can split, and after that we get two lists. One is this part and the other one is this part, and again we will split it by space. Given list is assigned to names, local variable, and then we will take men, a local variable, we will split it by new line. We get two part, out of that we will get the first part, that is indexing 0, first list, and again we will split it by space. If we don't specify anything, the default value is white space. Now here we will get these values, Sheldon, Leonard, Howard in a list. Likewise, we will take woman, another variable, again split it this line, the given string, by new line. Now we will get the second part, indexing it by 1, and again this part we will split it by space. So we will get Amy, Penny, Benedict. Fine. After that we will take another list and we will append men and woman. Deliberately used append, which will just add whatever the element you have, whether it is a list or a element, it will just add at the end of the list. First we will add men, after that we will add woman. So this will give us list of list. Let us run this code. So we got, this is our list after splitting this line, print men and woman. This is appending men and women to all characters. This line prints the second output. Exercise 43, write a program to check given sentence is panagram or not. A panagram is a sentence containing every letter of the alphabet. Example, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, which is, it contains all the letters in an alphabet from A to G. So for that what we will do, what we already know is alphabets, that is from A to G. We will make a string, all the 26 letters in an alphabet into an alphabets. Then we will check that each letter whether it is there in given sentence or not. Fine. So we define a function, check panagram, pass the sentence here, alphabets from A to G. For letter in alphabets, it starts from A, B, C up to G. If letter not in sentence dot lower, whatever sentence is given, just convert it into lower so that we have a lowercase here. And then if it is not there, return false. Given string doesn't contain this letter, then false, it is not a panagram. Otherwise up to G, if it contains, then it is a panagram. Return true. Fine. Notice this true is outside for loop. We are negating in the loop. If something is not there, that time we are returning from the loop. Otherwise once it is successful, it will return true. I'll comment this part, look into that a little while. We have a given string calling the function. If this is true, then it print is a pangram, otherwise not a pangram. Let us run this code. So the string, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, is a pangram. I removed some of the part. I'll run this again. So it should tell us quick brown fox is not a pangram. So it is working fine. So we can also do it by using set. The logic is, what we can do, we'll take a set, put all the elements of a sentence into a set. As we know, set only contains unique values. It doesn't have a duplicates. So once we add all the letters from the sentence, removing all the special characters, space, etc., the only letters, alphabets, into set, if the length of the set is 26, then it is pangram, otherwise it is not a pangram. Fine. Check pangram 2, pass the sentence, take a variable, initialize with empty set. This is empty set, how we initialize for letter in a sentence. So each letter in a sentence, if letter is alpha, this is important. So it checks whether this is a alphabet. Then you add it to set. We are adding a lowercase, that's fine. Then another thing is that sets are unordered. So if you want to print them, you have to print it as a sorted one. So that we are seeing it here, sorted, pass the char set, just for reference. This is for just for our reference. Then we are checking here length of char set, length of set. If it is less than 26, then it is not a pangram, because we need 26 characters, that is our alphabet set. Fine. Otherwise, if it is 26, then you return true. Fine. So here we are calling that function, check pangram 2, pass the string, print st is pangram. If it is false, print it is not a pangram. So we will use the same sentence. Meanwhile, I will comment this and run this code. Fine. So this is how we get, when we add it to set, all the characters A, B, C, D is getting added to set, and then the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog is a pangram. And the other case, if I uncomment this and comment this, so I will run this again. So here some characters are missing, so it is not a pangram. Fine. Moving on to the next exercise, exercise 44, write a program to reverse a given string. So what we can do, we'll write a function reverse string, given string, we'll take a variable reverse, we will initialize it to empty string. Then what we'll do, we'll get the length of the given string and we'll go to the last and keep on coming back, and each character in the sentence, in the string, we'll add it to reversed. Fine. So while we'll use a while loop, index is greater than 0. So length is the length of the string, given string. So we will get the length, and then reversed, this is a string concatenation, plus equal to given string index. Index at the start will be length of the string minus 1, which will give the last character. Okay, last character, and after that in the next iteration it will be, index will be reduced to 1, last but 1, like that will come until the first character. This is index minus equal to 1. So one character we are reducing. So this is very important. If we don't mention this, this will go into an infinite loop. Fine. After we reach index is 0, then this loop breaks and we return the reversed string. So we have a function here, reverse string, and Michael Jackson, the famous pop singer. So we are passing it as a string. Let us run this and we get the reversed of Michael Jackson. So it is reversed Michael Jackson. Okay. Now this entire string is reversed. If you want each word to be reversed, we can do enhance this function a little bit. So for that, what we can do, make use of this function and then we'll write a sentence reverse. Earlier we have only done string reverse. We can use it to reverse a sentence. Fine. So what we can do, whatever sentence is given, we'll split it by space and then reverse a sentence in an empty string. For word in words, we will add the reverse string. We will call this reverse string method, which will give us reverse string of each word, and then we will add that to the reverse string with a space. Fine. After reversing each word, we get a complete reverse sentence. That sentence we are returning it from here. We are calling a reverse sentence here. We have a big sentence which is Michael Jackson is a superstar of millennium, and that return value we are printing by using print function. Let us see how it looks. So see here. So Michael, the first word is reversed here, second word is reversed here, like that. Okay. Earlier case it is from first character come at the last. Here it is not like that. Each word is getting reversed. This is sentence reversing. Sentence reversing in place. Each word is reversed in place. We can also reverse string by using shortcuts, that is by using slicing. Here what we can use, colon colon minus 1 gives us reverse string, and also we can use reversed built-in function. The reverse function will give us each character in a given string in a reverse order, and then it is a list, and after that we have to convert it back to a string by using join. So these two cases we will see. We will print that here. This is due to slicing, and this is by using reversed and join method. Exercise 45. Write a program to flatten given list. So there is a list given. Inside there are multiple values, integer, float, and then string, and then a sublist of string. So flattening means the elements of the sublist have to be added to main list. So here we have a sublist, and that is added as elements, individual elements to main list. So we take a given list here. We'll take a new list which will be the flatten list. So what we can do, we'll check each element. If it is a list, then we'll iterate through each of the element and then add one by one to the main list. Fine. So for that we'll make use of for loop. In for item in given list, if each instance to check whether element is again a sublist. So for that make use of each instance built-in function, which takes two arguments, item, that is the item which of element, and then it is type. This is the class type. We want to check it with class type. So in this case we want to check whether it is a list. If it is a list, then we use another list method, that is extend. Extend will directly add elements to list by taking one item at a time and add it to main list. Otherwise we will append. Fine. So first case, 1 is not a list, so it will add it to new list by using append. 1.2 is also not a list, then it is appended to list. After that, Joseph is a string which is also not a list, class type, so it is added directly to new list. Now next, when this list comes, this condition becomes true. So now extend, what it does, takes each element, red add it to new list, then black it add it to new list, and so on until blue. Fine. After that, once it is completed, we get our new list and it is getting printed here. Let us run this code. So we get 1.2 Joseph, red, black, pink, white, etc. Fine. We can also get help of each instance. So each instance takes two arguments, object and class type. So in this video we have seen some interesting exercises, how to put the biggest number at the last, and then make a string to list, sublists, and then panagram, how to check a panagram, reverse a sentence and reverse a string, and at the last we have seen how to flatten a given list. I hope you liked this exercises, you like this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up, click on the notification button, that is a bell icon, so that you will get notifications for upcoming videos, and don't forget to subscribe for the channel, so you'll get more updates and more interesting videos coming days. Thank you for watching.